Here we go. Episode 2.
Let's do it.
All right.
Episode 2, a return to classic style.
Welcome back. Kate can't get herself together today. She's laughing at herself talking into the computer.
Struggle bus today. It's fine.
It's okay. It's fine. We're making it. All right. Welcome back for real. I'm really excited for today. We are talking about a return to classic style, which is what prompted this whole podcast, really. So yeah, I think we should dive into why we think this is becoming like a trend almost. I think that's so fascinating that classic style is trending right now, which is kind of like an oxymoron, right? Like classic style is not a trend, but
It's
right
not.
now it is.
It's getting a lot of airspace right now.
So I want us to kind of dive into why we think that is.
Okay. I love it.
Yes.
So for me, I am an adult, but I still very much look for like the more adult in the room. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's me. And I think that life was just so much simpler when you would come home from school and eat a snack and watch Oprah in your mom's living room. And I think that we're like yearning for that like cozy feel. I think people got really sleek and modern and farmhousey, and I guess farmhouse has its own like version of cozy, but it's not cozy. Like it's just not. And so I
Yeah.
think that we want those elements back in. So I think that we've just seen farmhouse so long that it's almost turned cold, especially like the really modern farmhouse.
Yeah.
And it just feels good to feel like you're back home and being taken care of, even when you're the most adult in the room.
Yes. I love that theory that you want your goal is to make your surroundings sort of envelop you and take care of you when you
Yes,
are the one that has to do the taking care of in
exactly.
actuality.
Yes. And like clutter's not the right word, but like intentional clutter. Like I think of a really big example of keeping your utensils in a crock by the stove. Like there was a time when I didn't want to see anything and I would want to put it away. And now it's like, no, like I have a really pretty crock that I love that I think is really
Mhm.
beautiful. And I want to put my utensils in there and make it pretty and see it. And it's just having stuff on your counters that you use that you live in is such a different feel than I want nothing on my counter. Like
Yeah.
I knew a girl that would keep her hand soap under her sink and she would pull out her hand soap to wash her hands and put it back. And I'm like, but why can't you just leave it there? Like
Right.
find something that you think is pretty and then put it there
It
instead
has a
of,
job to do.
right, everything has to be just so cold and sterile and I want no clutter. Like I'm okay with a little clutter. It's comfortable clutter.
Oh, yeah. Comfortable clutter.
That should be a new hashtag.
It should.
Comfortable
Comfortable
clutter.
clutter. And I think, I don't know, I really like seeing all the different mixes of patterns too.
Oh, I love a
And
pattern.
we've gone from, everything was so much just white,
Mhm.
white, white, white and black, black and white, white and black, black and white everywhere. It's nice to see like wallpaper coming back, and
Wallpaper.
I do too. And y'all, I swore I would never put wallpaper in my house because our last house was built in the early 90s and it had lots of
Ooh.
wallpaper that we had to contend with.
Yeah,
And it was a bear to get off.
right. It
Um,
needs to be your wallpaper, like your style, not somebody
yes.
else.
But and I think now that the wallpaper has changed so much and we've come a long way in sort of wallpaper technology, if
Yeah,
that's a thing. But I do think
I
it's
think
easier to remove or even put up. There are so many like ways to do it yourself. But
I have a bathroom
um
downstairs that is just screaming for wallpaper.
I do too.
I want
It's
to
my
redo it so
next.
bad.
It's my next project. I really need to order a wallpaper sample. I have one that I really like that's kind of fun and different, but I'm
Mm.
not sure that it's the right blue. Um,
Um, Send it to me. I want to see it.
I will. I'll send it to you. It's kind of fun, but we'll see. I need to order a sample because my foyer, I did peel and stick wallpaper in my foyer
It
that's
looks beautiful.
like
It's the blue grass
blue.
crop.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
a French blue kind of grass cloth. And I think that the blue in I'm pointing like you can see where the bathroom is.
I can
Um,
see.
but I think it's going to be more of like a cobalt kind of blue. So it may, I don't know, it may be too much, but we'll see. Love a
And
friend.
colored trim is coming back too.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I want to paint the inside of our door.
Hmm. I do too.
You have to find a matching paint to go with your wallpaper sample.
But that's so easy. Yeah. I mean, you just take it, they can color match things so easily at the paint store.
That's one of my favorite things to do is to take something to the store and be like, I want this color. And then they're like,
Yeah,
here it is.
I
It
know.
feels so good to have like I used to have a custom pink in my parents' house. I remember what okay, first off, this quilt, it's on Kennedy's bed now, but it was mine, but it came from like Pottery Barn baby slash
Yeah.
teen. I was like early 20s. And I go into the paint store and I'm like, I want this pink, but I don't want it to feel like a baby pink. And he was like, yeah, you want it to feel like a teenager pink. And I'm like, I'm 22. And I think he was like, oh, my bad. I was like, no, I don't want a teenager pink. I want a grown woman pink. But I want pink with my baby pink lip.
Yeah,
It was the prettiest pink.
I bet so.
Yeah, I need to paint Kennedy's room. But now that quilt is on her bed. It's really sweet.
I think we're gonna end up painting my daughter's room pretty soon. Anyway,
No.
um, back to the return to classic style though.
Yes,
I do
please.
think farmhouse was so prevalent for I don't know how many years, but I think it was like leading up to COVID years, at least the 5 years in between, like 2015 to 2020 for sure.
Yeah.
Was super farmhousey, super minimal. I feel like farmhouse, like even though when you kind of think about it, the trend was much more minimal than maximal.
Hmm. Unless
Um,
you were a Ray Dunn collector, that got very maximal.
yes, I was gonna say there were a lot of words on the
On the word.
wall everywhere. We labeled
Word.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we labeled everything. And my husband was the prime consumer for the Chip and JoJo line at Target. He still is. I don't let him go to that aisle if he's in Target.
Have we talked about the trash can theory?
No.
Okay. So speaking of the Chip and Joe line at Target, or even the Studio McGee, anything,
Yes.
Target specifically does a great job at merchandising their store.
I
So
know.
you take
I
that,
know this.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you take the one item that you really like, take it out of the context of the beautiful merchandising, take it to the trash can aisle, and see if you still like it. Because your house isn't gonna have all of that same merchandising there. You're gonna have
Right.
one candle, not 10 of the same candle and the pillows and the blankets. And even if you did buy one of everything, it's still not the same because they
Yeah.
have so you take it to the trash can aisle and see how you feel about it.
That's so smart to do that.
And if you still like it, then take it home. And if you don't, leave it in the trash can aisle or put it back. I put it back. I help the Target people. I'm not intentionally destroying the store, but that's what I do if I like something. You have to take it out of the context to see if you still like it.
That's genius.
Hmm.
Or
It's
even,
helpful
I don't know. I'm like, where else could you take it? I don't know. Any boring
anywhere.
aisle.
Yes, exactly. But I just feel like the trash can aisle is just very boring, and
That's
you
true.
know, it doesn't imply trash. Just implies that like it's a functional thing that you need to have
Right.
and
Like you're
a
gonna have
pretty
a
thing.
trash can in your house.
Right. Or like if you take it to the pillow aisle, the pillows are still going to be really like aesthetic and like pretty.
Hmm.
So you need to take it to very neutral. Maybe the light bulb aisle.
That would be a good one.
Go to light bulbs. Yeah. Just take it out of the context, the beautifully styled shelves.
Such a good idea.
And then tag us when you do that.
Yes.
Take a
Ooh,
picture
show us
of
your
your
trash
random
can
stuff.
aisle finds, the things, and tell us what you do buy and what you don't buy.
Yes.
That would
Yes.
be so much fun.
Wouldn't that be
Okay,
fun?
we need to start doing this anytime we run into Target or any, I don't know, any store. I feel like
Yes.
I only ever go to Target, but
We'll workshop a really good hashtag. And
yeah,
the comfort clutter hashtag can be
comfort
us too.
clutter.
Or
Yes,
comfortable clutter. What did we say? We'll have to listen back. Yeah.
we will. Comfortable. I think it was comfortable clutter.
I think it was comfortable clutter too.
Because you want your comfortable clutter even on the trash can aisle.
Yes, you do. Yes,
You
you do.
do. You do.
We're starting a whole movement. Look at
We
us.
are. I think the movement's already here. I don't know if we can take credit for the
We're
whole
not
movement, but
true.
we are actively
We're helping it.
participating and engaging
Yes.
and creating alongside the movement.
We're adding some kerosene to that fire.
Yes. Okay, while we're talking about shopping and stores,
Yes.
I want to kind of talk about classic style as a trend and how we're seeing it in like right now trendy retail spaces. Or I
Love
mean,
it.
like the rattan, the blue and white, the chinoiserie style stuff. How do we feel about it as mass marketed? Do we take advantage of it because we know that this is our style anyway?
I feel like it's telling us that we're going to be out of style in about 2 years. So that we need to enjoy when mainstream style is also our style.
Right? Yeah. I feel like
By the
that
time it
too.
trickles down to home goods, like it's basically over.
But I feel
In
like it's
the
already been at Home Goods.
It has like we've had blue and white in home goods forever, like all of the ginger
Yeah.
jars. But now, or I think of the Serena and Lily, are they called the Riviera bar stools that I've
Yeah.
wanted for probably 10 years now, but just could never pull the trigger on it. And now like people aren't buying that. Like everyone knocked them off and
Hmm.
now they're like slowly fading. But the whole point of what we're talking about though is the fact that like it is very mainstream right now, but we don't like it because it's mainstream. We
Right.
like it because of how it makes us feel and like it just so happens to be mainstream. So like if you can find something, I'm all for it. I'm all for a good Target find
Okay, yeah.
or a good Amazon find. I'm here for it. But I also feel like our days are numbered
And
once
right,
you get
because
to
it's
the
not going to
Target find.
be as easy to find those things
Right.
in a few years. Or
No.
we'll take advantage of the deep discounts on the things. But specifically, I remember maybe like a year or so ago, do you know the little Staffordshire dogs?
Yes.
People were finding those at Home Goods
Hmm.
everywhere. And now they weren't like the old, they didn't look
They're
exactly like
reproductions.
they
Yeah.
were reproductions. Yeah. But that's when I was that was a super eye-opening moment for me. I was like, oh, those things are at Home Goods? Like,
Right.
what? This is
I do love
crazy.
the accessibility though. Like I
Me too.
think there's part of an elitist mindset of, oh, I don't like it now that it's home goods. Like I don't feel that. Like I love that it's
Yes,
accessible and that anyone that wants to have this style in their home can go and start layering pieces and finding
right.
things. Like I love that.
But I also don't love thinking that our trend is gonna like we're not gonna be trendy. People are gonna move on from our beloved style in a couple of years.
Let them. What does Mel say?
Let them. That's right. Let them.
If they're going back to low-rise flare jeans, let them.
Let them. Absolutely. You are right. You're right. Full circle back to,
What is the low-rise flare jeans of home decor?
oh gosh. I don't know. It might be Ray Dunn. I don't,
Let them. They
sorry,
can
Ray
have those.
Dunn. Sorry.
Sorry, you were great,
You're really
but wait,
cute. You're really cute.
I never actually bought any.
I have one. I have a pencil holder and it says
Oh,
right. And it's cute.
see, that's clever.
It's cute.
One is fine.
Someone who loves to write. I thought that
Yes.
was really cute. And now I can just turn it around and it's just white.
Mm.
But I have loved blue and white forever. It has always
Same.
been my thing. And I have a sad story. It's not that
Okay.
sad. It's fun sad, I guess. I was obsessed with the Biltmore estate as a kid.
Mhm.
Obsessed. And we
Love
went several
Baltimore.
times like on family trips. I think we're going to try to go over spring break. We'll see if it happens. But anyway, one time we went, I took my Samantha doll with me because she naturally belonged there. She was going to love it.
Yeah.
We also went to the Chattanooga Choo Choo and like stayed in one of the train cars. She went to that too
Oh, that's cool.
because it was very much her style.
Yes.
So anyway, we went to Biltmore and I got to pick a souvenir and I picked out this blue and white tea set, like child tea set.
Oh,
And I had it at my parents' house until I don't know, not that long ago. And it was on this shelf. And when we were there, the shelf fell in the middle of the night and it broke
oh,
my tea set.
that's so sad.
It was so sad, but I loved it.
Oh my gosh. I had a shelf fall too as a child, and it had 25 porcelain horses on it.
Oh no.
But my grandfather was an electrical engineer and insanely talented. He put all of those horses back together. Like they were shattered, and he put them back together.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
impressive.
There was
We
only
did
one
not do
little
that.
horse where he put the legs on backward. And then one of them, there was a leg that we couldn't find, I think, and he made a leg out of a toothpick and like painted it. Like, I mean,
That's amazing.
it was incredible. I think my mom has those horses now, but yeah. Those shelves, our parents were not reinforcing shelves. We need to reinforce all our shelving so that our children do
Yeah.
not lose.
I don't know. I mean, this was, yeah, I don't know. I don't have that many shelves like mounted
I don't
on the
either.
wall like that.
No, I think I have
Freestanding shelves are
50.
not really like a thing as much
No.
anymore.
Floating shelves. Could floating shelves also be the low rise?
Yes, for sure. That's something else I want in my bathroom that I want to wallpaper. It has two floating shelves like above the toilet, and
Mine
I
does
want
too.
them to go.
What are you gonna replace it with?
Ironically, since we were just talking about shelves falling in our parents' house, this shelf that is an old Bombay and Company
I loved Bombay and
shelf,
Company.
I did too. My parents did too. Anytime we went to the
Yeah,
mall, they had
we
to
would
go
go in.
in and
Yes.
look in Bombay. But my mom was getting rid of it, and so I wanted it, of course. And
I love
it's kind of handy. I've used it as a plant stand. It held my son's Legos for a while, like his actual built Lego figures. No,
Yeah,
not like just the blocks, but I want to put it up over the toilet in the bathroom, I think.
I love it. We've lived such parallel lives. It's
It's
so
really
fun.
funny.
A
It was
Bombay.
always Bombay, the bookstore, and the coffee shop in
Mhm.
this specific mall.
We went to go smell all of the Yankee candles.
Yes, I'm trying to remember if I don't know. The coffee shop in this mall that we went to was right next to Sanrio Surprises, aka the Hello Kitty store.
Hello Kitty. Spotty Dottie was my girl. I loved Spotty Dottie.
I loved all things in that Hello Kitty
Yeah,
store.
I could spend
And
hours in there.
me too. The pencil boxes with all the buttons. I lived for those. So good.
Maybe it's good that we didn't know each other growing up. Sounds like we would have gotten in some trouble.
Probably. I mean, that was the
They,
story of
they
my
bought
life.
bought the entire store. Don't leave
They
them
were
alone.
our Sanrio store, they probably all did this, but had like surprise bags. It
Yeah.
was, but they were not fancy like YouTube promoted surprise bags like our kids have. It was like a brown paper sack with like the price
Yes.
written on the outside, and it was like a $5
That's
bag or whatever, and you would get, you know,
core memory unlocked right there. I
yeah.
totally forgot about their surprise
I
bag.
loved it. Oh, it was so good. And my parents would always let us go in there because it was next to the coffee shop.
I
I don't
love it.
remember what kind of coffee shop it was. It wasn't Starbucks. This was pre-Starbucks.
Was it a
At least
Caribou?
pre-Starbucks in the South. I don't know. No, I don't think it was Caribou. I want to say it was something with a B, started with a B. I don't know. I'll have to ask my parents. But I remember
Yeah.
it smelled so good. I still love the smell of coffee. I still love coffee in general, but
Yeah.
this mall
Me too.
also had a restaurant inside of it. In my core memory, this is a very geriatric millennial childhood
Oh, I'm
memory for
excited.
you. Was outside of the bathroom in the restaurant, there was a cigarette machine, like a cigarette vending machine where you would like
Oh my
put money
gosh.
in and twist the knobs. And my sister and I would like twist all the knobs all the
Like,
time.
maybe somebody left a quarter
And
in
my mom
here.
would be like, "Dad, that's pretty good."
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, we've gone down a rabbit hole to Sanrio and cigarette vending machines.
Sanrio and back. I love it though.
I do too.
So back to mass consumption of our trends that we love so much. How about that? So I don't know about you, but I'm a huge Hill House fan. I love my Ellie Knapp dress so much. They were height pandemic dressing, like
Yes.
basically a nightgown. And I was in the Facebook groups. I followed them on, well, still follow them on Instagram, but I followed Nell and Kennedy is like their marketing person. I did not name my Kennedy
Okay.
after her, but I was very deep in this nap dress trend. And I feel like it's very born out of the grand millennial coastal easy aesthetic,
Yeah.
but their marketing was such that you had to have all of the new dresses. I mean, the women in this Facebook group had hundreds of Ellies, and I would want them all, and you had to have the fastest fingers. And like, I sit in the waiting rooms like waiting for them to launch their newest collections, and then like you check out as fast as you possibly can and try to get everything that you want. And then I finally took a step back and I was like, I already have a pink nap dress. Like this year's Valentine's dress is different from last year's, yes, but not like so different that I need both. And I think that part of growing up is not buying into the FOMO as much.
Yes.
Like I still love them. And you know what? You can create a Valentine's dress every day, every year if you want. Like that's fine with me. But I think that me knowing that I don't need to have all of the Valentine's dresses
Right.
is really helpful. But I think it's just that same, even their shift, from the very casual. We were talking a little bit earlier about dressing and the pandemic, and we all were just in house clothes all of the time.
All the
And we're
time.
shifting to regular clothes, back to our jeans commentary about like give us real jeans again
Yeah.
instead of all the stretchy things. Even their silhouettes are leaning a lot more structured. They still offer like the nap dresses, but I just think it's really interesting to me anyway how they just create this culture where you have to have it and it's so mainstream. And I'm like, in 10 years, are we still going to want to wear these nap dresses? I mean, I
Yeah.
probably will.
It
I love
probably.
pajamas, but it's just, it's very interesting to me how it does like trickle down and we just absolutely mass consumption of it.
Yeah.
And we need a new launch every 6 weeks that they're going to hype up. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't need to spend $300 every 6 weeks on a dress. I just don't.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, this is super interesting because I did not really know about, I didn't participate in this.
Oh, you didn't?
So I didn't know. No, like I know about Hill House and I know about nap dresses, but I didn't know that it was like such a coveted,
Yes.
waitlisted kind of situation. That's
Yes.
really
People
interesting.
would buy all of the things, and then they would resell them in the Facebook groups for like way more. Um,
Oh,
and I just had to take a step back from it because
yeah.
I can appreciate this as a brand. It's beautiful. I like their styles, but I don't need to like participate.
Yeah. You don't need a whole closet of every,
No.
you don't need
And
to
I have like
collect
four.
these.
Yeah, I have four, but four is different than 100.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, if they're doing a new release, what'd you say, every 6 weeks?
Probably, maybe not quite that often, but it feels like it.
But a lot. That's
Yeah.
really interesting. I'm gonna have to like look this up more and see.
Yes.
Well,
Please
and
do.
then nap dresses became, I guess I was probably like a little late to this because they were everywhere for a
Now they're
while.
everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, they still are.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, which I don't think they'll ever go out of style. Again, not in the South because we need
It's too hot
cool,
to wear anything else.
breezy, and comfort. Yeah, you
Yes.
need clothing that does not touch your body in
Right.
the hot months.
Like a smocked bandeau top and a flowy skirt. Sign me up all day.
Yep.
But I
Yep.
also love their marketing, like the back, maybe not quite as much now, but when they were big, they had the wallpaper and the printed linens and the printed like canopies on the bed. Like it was just this like grand millennial dream of their
Who did
marketing.
not grow up wanting a canopy on their bed?
I did. At one point, I took my friend Caroline helped me at a sleepover. We took a flower fitted sheet and pinned it to my ceiling. And then I took string and glue or taped photographs to these strings and
Yeah,
hung them from the ceiling all around the bed to like make my own canopy.
that's amazing.
Yeah, it was prime middle school project right there. But yeah, we wanted the fancy canopy beds and like
So, okay,
maybe
that reminds me of something you and I have talked about before, how we both have this mindset of like, of course I can do that myself.
yeah,
Because
I could
middle
have been
school Kate
canopy.
was totally doing stuff like that too. It's like, I'm gonna make this out of Post-its or whatever,
Like what I
figure
have
it out.
available to me, we're gonna do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was cute. And I went to bed surrounded by my friends' pictures all night. Like it was great.
So great. I love that we haven't lost that. Like that is a core part of our personalities, I feel like.
Yes,
Like
it
it is
is.
for me, I know. Like I'll just do it myself. It's fine.
I can wallpaper my foyer. I can
Yeah,
wallpaper my bathroom.
it's
As
fine.
I'm staring at the curtains that I made,
I
I
did
can
it.
make.
I did it.
I made those pillows back there,
Yes, and they're great. You can do
and I love
whatever
them.
you decide you want to do. I saw a reel the other day and it was how I bring packages in when my husband isn't home versus, did you see that?
I've seen that one. I've seen one with a vacuum cleaner too. It was hilarious.
It's like she's putting in, these huge packages when she's by herself, like no problem. And then all of a sudden the husband gets home. She's like, it's too heavy. Do it for me. Like, this is
Can you
my
talk about?
actual life.
Yeah. Can you talk about what you're reading? Something is itching.
Oh yes, I can always talk about what I'm reading.
Okay.
Um, what did I just finish though? I just finished something I really liked. Hang on, I'm gonna have to look and see what it was. I am reading a historical fiction novel right now called The Frozen River. I just started it, but it's really good.
What kind of like how far back historical?
Oh, I know what I just read. I just read like a mystery, a Lucy Foley mystery called The Paris Apartment. It was good. I liked it. How far back is this? Let me see. Like, I'm not even sure I know. Um, because I really did just start it. 18th century. So this
Okay.
is like colonial America, colonial New England. And the main
Samantha.
character is a midwife. So
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
yeah, it's good
How
so
far are
far.
you? How far are you in?
Not very. Maybe like first five chapters ish, but it's good.
Good
It's hard.
character
It's
building. It's good.
good character building. I'm definitely very interested. The premise is that there was a body found in the frozen river at the very beginning of the book. And then sort of scandals have happened. Like she thinks it's pretty clear that this body, she as in the midwife, thinks that this was a murder and it's definitely trying to like people are trying to cover it up. And yeah, but it's definitely like a very girl power story so far. I can tell that's where we're
I
going.
like to read something.
But I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I really want to start Ina's memoir soon.
Yeah, I want to read that too.
It's on my bedside table. I need to pick it up and start reading that. And oh, and that Diane Keaton book, which I think is
Oh,
a
yeah.
coffee table book. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it in real life, but it sounds
I'm here for a coffee table book.
me too. I love coffee table books. One of my goals this year is to read more like actual paper books, just as a principle of trying to slow down and,
I love that.
more like present. My audiobooks are not going anywhere because I would literally get nothing done around my house without them. Um,
I love a
but
podcast for that reason
me
because
too.
I can't scroll and listen to my podcast.
Yes.
So then
I
it keeps me motivated.
yes. I feel like podcasts are like my palate cleansers between books. That's what I do. I'll listen to a book and then I have to like decompress from that for a little bit
Mhm.
and like get out of those characters. And so I'm like, okay, it's a podcast couple of days and I'll listen to all my favorite podcasts and then I'll pick a new
I
book.
love that.
So anyway, I
Maybe
have
this is
some
somebody's
books.
palate cleanser.
Yeah, maybe so. That's
I
great.
think so.
I think so too.
So we have an Instagram now, which is
We
super
do.
exciting. And the branding is beautiful and we are filling it out. So go to Instagram and
Um,
tell us what you want to
I think
see.
you have to comment on Instagram.
I gotta
It
pull
is
it up.
at buttonup.society.
Excellent. So go to at buttonup.society. You will have show notes, I guess, or like recaps maybe. All of the books that Kate's reading, we can those can live there, so you can have a list handy. Recipes that we're cooking, and then just whatever you want to hear us talk about. If you're like, this is what I'm doing, I want to hear. We want to hear what you want to do. And I Instagram is like my happy place, and I want to build it out to be like a Pinterest board of these are what we think are really cool as classic things, and we think that you would enjoy too. So follow us there. You'll get all the inside scoop, behind the scenes,
I
all the
love
fun
that.
things.
Okay, here's something that I am looking for as far as classic style goes. This is on
Ooh,
my
yeah.
list, and I was trying to do some research yesterday, and I really hit a dead end. I am looking for things that will not break the bank, very inexpensive, but workout clothes that fit into like a
Mm,
classic kind of style. Believe
yeah.
it or not, I all I wanted, I was like, I want a blue and white striped like workout top.
Yeah.
And I could not find one.
Interesting.
But yeah, that's something I want to really find because I feel like I just wear like black leggings and a solid color top, which is fine.
Right.
Um,
I
but
think if
I
you move to navy, it's just kind of softer in general
yes, I have
and
some
might give you more
navy
of a classic feel.
and I do like that too. But I feel like there are not very many, like I want some pattern tops that are not
Right. I mean,
everything
we
is
love.
very like that cloudy, like almost tie-dye kind of.
Hmm.
I'll keep you guys posted on what I find too, if I find anything. I'm gonna have to venture out from my usual. I'm such a creature of habit that I just stay in my like normal lane and but I'm not finding anything, so I'm gonna have to venture out.
Tell us what you want to hear.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in again to
Yeah.
episode 2.
Thanks for
And
listening to my scratchy voice.
you're gonna feel better. You're gonna feel so better by next week.
I am.
The
I
voice will
already,
be back.
it's just my voice. Yes. No, thank you for subscribing and being here. We're so
Yeah.
thankful for you guys because we just really enjoy being with each other and like getting to put that out in the world has been so much fun. Like creating this. Even if it goes nowhere, this has been so fun.
It's fun and it's always good to learn and try something new. And I think that is something
Yes.
that helps the creative spirit keep going, which is a
100%.
big part of life, I think, for
It is.
us, for creative
For
type people.
yes, if you're a creative person, you have to create or you just feel so stuck. So I think
Yes.
it's been so good.
So next week, I think we're going to talk about block prints and maybe what we're cooking or some classic kitchen recipes, kitchen
I
things.
like it.
Uh,
We have a classic kitchen playlist. We should work on that.
oh, that's a good idea. It has to have some Rosemary Clooney.
Oh, yes. Love it.
All right. Thanks so much for tuning in and button up, Buttercup.
Button up, Buttercup. Love it. Bye.
Bye.